Gentlemen, good morning. Mitch, I'm going to start with you. Just your initial reaction to those numbers we're seeing.
Well, Friday, we had a bit of a correction. I'm not very optimistic about what will happen in Q1. I think that we'll see a bit more of a correction. I think that the metals really outperformed everything in the markets. I mean, silver's up over 115% for the year.
Wow.
And platinum's up over 80%, and gold is up close to 70%. So, we are seeing movement into different areas in the marketplaces. So you've got to look where you can get your gains when you can get your gains. I think AI, as you mentioned, is going to be a bit of a drag on the market because valuations have gotten to the absurd point where 7 stocks are 40% of the market cap of the stock market. So, and we've got too much borrowing and too much circular finance.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's move on to this one. Marc, consumers, they're still dining out, but instead of those higher priced entrees, many are ordering more appetizers. So new restaurant purchasing data showing that even among Americans who are going to restaurants, many are in the mindset of still cutting back. Marc, I know that I could probably create an entire meal of just appetizers. What are we seeing here exactly?
Well, I'm an appetizer guy too, Alex. Good morning. And I think it is the case that consumers are looking to stretch their dollar because we have seen, if there's one area that inflation has been stubborn, that the president has yet to really be able to deliver on his promise to bring grocery and food prices down. This is one area that we have seen inflation be rather stubborn and consumers responding. But, I really think, like so many other things in this consumer marketplace, Alex, it depends on what end of the marketplace you're talking about. I'm here in beautiful Miami, Florida this week, and I can tell you, you will not see a restaurant that is not completely packed and people spending like wildfire. So that upper end of the income band still spending like it's going out of style.
Yeah, and I can second that right here in New York City as well. I mean, the lines are still around the corners at high-end restaurants. But according to a new report, we just talked about AI could drive $263 billion in global holiday sales this year, representing 21% of all holiday orders. Mitch, I mean, my goodness, what is going on with this AI?
Well, look, all the companies now are trying to use AI and integrate it into their business model. It's really going to hurt the advertising at Facebook and companies like Google who have used search traditionally because, they'll just go into ChatGPT and say, I want this price point for a gift. What would you recommend? And then whoever they're servicing, whether Target, I think, has a partnership and Walmart has a partnership with ChatGPT, so they'll pull up what is easily available to them. So that's the problem with it. That's the rub, that they're going to be a little bit biased as to whose stuff that they're using. That's kind of a big problem.
That's incredibly biased if they've got a partnership.
It's the same thing, though. It's the same thing with all the information that you get from AI. AI is only as good as the programming. So it's going to give you the sources like Reuters, MSDNC, CNN. So, and Newsmax probably, it will have to have us on.
Yeah, it is. It's fascinating. I think they need to recognize when they use AI, it will be biased. But before we go, Marc, I'm giving you all the goofy ones today. So we've got to get to this. Denny's, we all know.
Can we talk about why Mitch hates AI so much? He hates the AI stocks. He hates the chatbots. He takes advantage of me not being in studio to come after the AI.
I don't hate it, Marc.
Come on, Mitch.
I don't hate AI. I just think it's overvalued.
I'm anti-AI. I just feel like it's coming to take over the world, and I don't like it.
Let's talk Denny's. I'm sorry, Alex.
Okay, let's talk a little Denny's, something kind of fun to end on. So they're coming out with some fly drip, if you will. They're called Sticky Kicks, and their new merch coming out of the very popular diner chain. Get this, Marc, they're made with real syrup. Are you copping some of these?
I'm glad you put it in the same way that my 17-year-old daughter would say cop or drop. And on this one, Alex, this is going to be a hard no from me, dog. I don't totally get this one, but I'm not real big Denny's diner to begin with. So that just doesn't look appetizing to me.
Ew, real maple syrup, Mitch? Yes or no? Yay, nay? We
Absolutely not. No
Absolutely
chance.
not.
Yeah.
We got to find somebody who's gonna get some of these. I got to see him in person with that real syrup. Marc LoPresti. Mitch Feierstein, gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on this morning. Really appreciate it.
Have a great week.